Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Psycho. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Agent Psycho, aka ToeSniper98, and this should be the Wales log going into the month of June. I'm actually making this a little bit early, on the 30th of May, in fact, because I figured I might as well make this video now while I still have it in mind, instead of procrastinating on it. And then, you know, a week goes by. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to do the Wales log for this month. It's happened before. It's happened before, so can definitely happen again if I'm not careful. So let's get into it. The usual. I know what y'all are here for. But yeah, starting with my level 100 Tomo. She's finally made it. I think I may have talked about this in the previous Wales log video. I think. Maybe I haven't yet. We'll see. But yeah, in case I haven't, she's now level 100. Got her on got to level 100 on stream. After I soloed Kiara for 2 hours with Media Lily, so that was something. But yeah, she's finally there. Next up, because I know everybody is gonna keep asking. Next up is gonna be Tomalancer, and again, I don't really know what I want to do in terms of grailing Tomalancer. As in, like, oh, do I want to keep all my grails and then give 5 grails to Tomalancer all at once? Or do I want to give her grails as soon as I receive them, like kind of like stagger them? I don't know what I'm going to do. I probably will stagger them, to be honest, but we'll see. That's probably for me to decide later on down the road. But yeah, there's that. New NP levels so far. I believe I've talked about Gil and Neurobride because those were pre-CCC banners and they were last month, not this month. So I'll leave them alone for now. Moriarty. Moriarty is a new one because I rolled for him off stream. I got him to MP3 during the original Shinjuku release stream. For those guys who remember that, it was basically right after the FGO tour stop in Los Angeles, the very first one that they did. I believe it's been 2.5 months now. Yeah, it's been a while already. But yeah, I remember going to FGO tour in Los Angeles, hanging out, and coming back when it was you know, when it was about to end on Sunday, I believe it was Sunday evening, and then immediately getting back on stream to roll on the Shinjuku banner. And I believe I got Moriarty MP3 during that stream. I don't know how much it took, and honestly I should have checked it before recording it, because then I would be able to know how much quartz it took me to get him to MP5, like, overall, because it only took me 400 quartz to get two more copies of him, his MP4 and MP5. So if I didn't spend all that much for his first 3, then Moriarty can definitely be one of my more, I guess, definitely one of my cheaper SSRs. Yeah, cheap, in quotes, of course. But, yeah. Moriarty, I remember, I feel like Moriarty's been very good to me. And now he's MP5, rather painlessly, so that's good. Anyways, that's that. Got another MP level for Arjuna. Everybody loves him, right? Especially if you go to NA Gotcha Salt. But, yeah, I think he spooked me while I was rolling for Kets, I want to say. But yeah, and he's not MP5 yet, so I won't be burning him. I won't be burning his ass, at least not yet. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes for me to get him to MP5. We'll see about that. But speaking of Kets, Kets is also now MP5 due to the what is it? I think it's our 6 million downloads campaign with Ishtar, Kets, Artemis, basically all the goddesses there. So got it to MP5 then. All the way from MP1, by the way. So, Kets, you may have heard me talking about this on stream before, but in case you guys have not been there for my streams, which, to be fair, I haven't been streaming a whole lot lately. I know I was streaming a whole lot during the first half of the month, and then towards the second half of the month, I kind of like eased off on streaming, because to me, it didn't really feel like there was really much to stream, because I was done with Rationing like very early on. But yeah. Kets is now part of my 4K club, and what I mean by that is any servant who's cost me near or over 4,000 quartz is part of my 4K club, hence 4K. remember that, or yeah, for those guys who weren't there last year during the Babylonia stream, or the Babylonia Part 2 banner, Kets was the original reason why for a very short period of time, I was complaining about my 2300 St. Quartz no SSR run. It's because it started with Kets. I believe it took me like, what, 13... I rolled 1300 quartz that day, or that night, I think it was, and didn't end up with a single Kets. Only just ended up... And no SSR, actually. Just straight up no SSR. Just a handful of SRs, and that was it. And it kind of extended into my Merlin banner. And I think I had to dump like 1,000 quartz just to see my first Merlin, so that was rough. So all those quartz combined with the quartz that I dumped for Kets, it should get me some. I don't think she actually broke the 4K mark, but I'm pretty sure she got close. It's definitely over 3,000 that I had to dump for her to get her to MP5. So I'm just gonna throw her into the 5K, not 5K, the 4K club anyway. In case you're curious, who the other members of the 4K club are, the other two, the ones I remember off the top of my head anyway, are Talmalancer and Merlin. You may remember why Merlin's part of that club. I don't need to explain that any further, but yeah. Anyways, I think the other two that I need to mention are Kiara and Melt. Just going over those two briefly. Just Seraph and CCC combined, I believe those two, like just basically the CCC banners, excuse me, all together were my luckiest set of banners in the game by far, because I think it only took just the CCC banners alone, not the pre-CCC ones, but for Kiara and Melt. Why is my nose so clogged? What the fuck? Those two alone took me only 2,000 quartz. Like it was like probably what, 87. Actually no, it only took me around 2,000 quartz, like 2,100 or 2,000. Because I remember Kiara took me around like 1,587, I want to say. And then it took me only 630 quartz to get Melt MP5, and literally everybody else MP5 with no spooks. No spooks at all during Melt's banner, so that was amazing. So yeah, around like 2,200, 2,100, 2,200 same quartz, and then throw in however many quartz I spent for Nero Bride and Gil. I think for Gil, I think I had to spend like around like, how much was it, like 800, 900? And I think it was only 300 for Nero Bride. So let's just say Nero Bride and Gil took me, what, 1,200 total? So 1,200 plus 2,100, 2,200, and that's what, 3,400? So for what? Basically an entire month's worth of banners, right? So that's by my standard, that's pretty fucking good. So yeah, I think for me personally, the CCC banners will go down in history. My own history, my personal history, that is, as my luckiest banners of my entire FGO career, if you can even call it a career. But yeah, I believe that's all I wanted to say on the MP levels. Yeah, MP levels, I think that's about it. So yeah. What else did I want to talk about? Not really much else. Yeah, in case you guys were curious how much damage I ended up with, I managed to break the 1 billion mark, which is pretty surprising. I didn't expect to get there, because I know this other dude who went who's trying to reach 2 billion. For what reason, I don't know, but I still got to 1 billion anyway. Just using up all my rice balls every day and shit like that, so that was fun. Hopefully Rationing was much easier for you guys this time around than it was last year, because I know a lot of people were freaking out about it back last year when we, didn't have Merlin and shit, so hopefully it was a lot easier this time around for you guys. But yeah, I think that's about it. And in case you guys wondering why I have 15 BP over 8, because I know some of you guys are going to be asking me about it in the comments. By the time this video comes out, it'll probably be too late, because the event will have been gone already. So, and by that point, you can't really use your rice balls. But basically, I explained this once during my very first Rationing stream earlier in the month. But Basically, somebody on some Discord server, I don't know, I was just told this secondhand, but apparently somebody from last year had used the rice ball on Onigashima, which also used the BP system, but they didn't have time to use it, and the event ended without them being able to use any of their BP. So they basically ended the event with 15 out of 8 BP. So that, ah shit, I wasted my rice ball and wasted my BP and shit like that. And then when Rashomon Rerun came around, they logged in and they found that their BP was still at 15 out of 8. So more than likely what's going on is that the server keeps track of your BP. I guess just in case the game ever decides to use it again, which for Rashomon and Onigashima reruns, obviously it does. So apparently, I guess the server keeps track of your BP, and it kind of just like slowly ticks in the background, just like your AP. Just you can't use it because obviously you can only use it during an event. So yeah. He went into that particular guy who thought he wasted his BP went into the Rashomon Rerun event, this one, with 15 out of 8 BP, because he forgot to, or not forgot, he wasn't able to use any of his BP after eating his golden rice ball. So I'm doing the same exact trick. I don't really, me personally, I don't really need to do this because I'm completely fine with just burning Saint Quartz for extra BP anyway. But you know, this is useful for any of you guys who aren't willing to do that, obviously. But you know, you could just, what you could do, or what you could have done, because obviously by the time this video comes out, it's probably too late. What you could have done was eat a rice ball at the very end, and before the event is over, and then you get to go into Onigashima with a full, with an overloaded BP meter, so you can just keep grinding out the raids, you know, at your own leisure, however you want to say that word. So yeah, that was a little neat little trick that was shown to me over on Discord, and I mentioned it on, like I said, I mentioned it on stream, so some of you guys may know because I told you about it. But yeah, I'm not sure how much it's gonna help you guys, because again, for the third time, by the time this video comes out, it's probably already too late. But anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about here. As far as actually, one more thing. I lied. One more thing. As far as this the month of June goes, we really only have what, Onigashima Rerun and Agartha. Those are our two major content updates for the month of June. Onigashima is a rerun, and I already have Raiko MP5. Some of you guys may have been there last year for my Raiko MP5 stream, which I managed to get Raiko MP5 with my very last multi-roll that I was willing to do during that stream. So that was cool. But yeah. So obviously I'm not going to be rolling on Onigashima because there's no reason for me to. And Agartha, I'm only going to be rolling very lightly on it. I probably will still stream the rolls, but it's not going to be anything too hard, right? I'm not going to go like super hard on it because literally all the swords on Agartha are permanent. Both banners actually, part 1 and part 2. Unless they throw in like Columbus on Raida, which, you know, maybe I'll go in a little bit deeper, maybe, because Columbus is fucking story locked of all people. But yeah, that's really about it. I think this month of June is gonna be super boring, at least in terms of content from me. You're probably not going to be seeing too many streams and such. But because this month of June, as far as FGO content is concerned, isn't going to be too hot, I'm going to take this time to grind out a lot of videos for the channel, for my channel, because as y'all probably know, the beginning of July is Anniversary and Anime Expo, which I will be at. So before Anime Expo shows up, I want to get a lot of videos done. Just to kind of give you a heads up on what kind of videos I'm planning on, I am going to be doing my next two, not just one, but next two how-tos coming up pretty soon. Those are going to be the two that I work on first off. And like I usually do whenever I make how-to videos 2 at a time, I'm going to be making them both at the same time, or one after the other technically. And I'm going to be uploading them both at the same time for you guys to watch both at the same time. After I'm done with that, I have to. I'm probably gonna make a video on boats, on Rationing, which I like to call boats as a meme, but because I want to make at least one video on that, like I did for Girls Frontline with that hour and a half fucking long video. But I'll probably be making a similar video for that. After that, I'm probably gonna make a few more videos for FGO, and also I have to update the how to use all the 4 and 5-star videos, which God, those are gonna take a fucking long time. Not looking forward to that, but yeah, though that's basically my schedule for the rest of this month. The 2 how-tos to start things off, then a boats video, and then a few more FGO ones, which will more than likely include an updated version of the how to use all the 5 stars, how to use all the 4 stars. Maybe I'll throw in like a surprise here and there, but we'll see how much time I have and see how diligently I work on videos for the next month. So, anyways, that's about it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.